What would you do if a frightened woman rode out of the Arizona desert and asked for shelter? In tonight's story, an Apache woman escapes her tribe carrying a mysterious silver map, and a lonely farmer soon discovers that powerful men are willing to kill for the secret she holds. Set in the American frontier of the 1870s, this is a tale of danger, betrayal, courage, and an unexpected bond that changes two lives forever. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more unforgettable frontier stories. Now grab a seat by the campfire and let's get started. In the autumn of 1874, the Arizona Territory lay quiet beneath a red evening sky. A dry wind moved through the mesquite and cactus, while Samuel Carter, a widowed farmer, repaired a broken fence beside his lonely ranch near the Salt River. Since his wife's death 2 winters earlier, the old homestead had become a place of silence, visited only by traders and wandering cowboys. Samuel expected another ordinary night, but just before sunset, he heard the distant sound of hoofbeats. Out of the desert rode a young woman wrapped in a worn blanket. Her horse stumbled with exhaustion, and she nearly fell from the saddle before reaching the yard. Samuel stepped forward cautiously, his hand resting near the revolver at his belt. The stranger's dark hair was tangled with dust, and her face showed the strain of many sleepless nights. She spoke only a few words of English. "Water, please." Samuel led her to the well and helped her drink. After a long moment, she whispered her name. Eliza. The name sounded unusual beside her Apache clothing, and Samuel realized she was not a common traveler. He offered her a place by the fire and brought stew from the kitchen. Though hungry, she ate slowly, as if listening for danger beyond the walls. For a time, neither spoke. Then Samuel noticed bruises on her wrists and the fearful way she glanced toward the western hills. "Are men following you?" he asked. Eliza hesitated. "Yes, but not as you think." Before Samuel could ask more, a shape appeared on the ridge above the ranch. Then another. 3 mounted Apache warriors stood against the fading light, watching the house in silence. Samuel's heart tightened. He had heard enough frontier stories to know that trouble often arrived after dark. "If they're looking for you," he said quietly, "I can saddle a horse and get you farther south." Eliza shook her head. "No, they are not my greatest danger." She reached beneath her blanket and drew out a small silver tube tied with rawhide. Inside was a folded map marked with strange symbols and a narrow line leading into the mountains. Her hands trembled as she placed it on the table. "This shows gold," she whispered. "Bad men from the army want it. They will kill my people to take it." Outside, the warriors remained motionless on the ridge while darkness settled over the ranch. Samuel looked from the map to the frightened woman beside his fire and realized that the stranger who had ridden from the Apache hills carried a secret worth more than a lifetime of harvests. The fire burned low while Eliza finally told Samuel the truth. The map was not a treasure hunter's dream, but a warning. Months earlier, she had overheard 2 corrupt army scouts speaking with a land speculator in a canyon near the Apache camp. They had discovered a rich vein of gold hidden in the mountains and planned to force the tribe from the land before claiming it for themselves. When Eliza's older brother refused to help them locate the exact place, they shot him beside the river and made it appear as though raiders had killed him. "My brother died protecting this map," Eliza said, her voice trembling. "The chief does not know the whole plan. The scouts will come tomorrow night with more men." Samuel studied the silver tube. If the story was true, innocent people would die unless the tribe was warned. Outside, the 3 Apache riders still waited on the ridge. Eliza explained that they were loyal warriors sent by the chief to find her after she disappeared from the camp. Before dawn, Samuel saddled his horse and rode with Eliza toward the canyon. The Apache warriors met them in silence, then led them through narrow trails hidden among the rocks. By midday, they reached the camp of Chief Nantan. At first, the chief looked at Samuel with suspicion. but Eliza placed the map before him and told what had happened to her brother. The old chief's face hardened. Scouts were already expected near the mountains. That evening, the tribe prepared an ambush among the cliffs overlooking the canyon. Samuel could have returned to his ranch, yet he remained beside the Apache warriors. Just after moonrise, 6 armed riders entered the pass carrying picks, shovels, and rifles. Their leader demanded the map, believing Eliza still carried it. A shot rang out. The canyon exploded with echoes. Apache warriors rose from behind the rocks, while Samuel fired from cover beside Eliza. The fight lasted only minutes. 2 outlaws were captured, the rest fled into the desert, and the leader was wounded before escaping into the darkness. When dawn touched the cliffs, Chief Nantan thanked Samuel for standing with his people. He offered the farmer a place among the tribe, but Samuel chose to return to his ranch. Eliza remained through the winter to help rebuild what the conflict had threatened. By the spring of 1875, and Samuel had grown inseparable, and the hidden gold stayed buried forever beneath the Arizona mountains.